Star Fox, as soon as we wrapped, got announced last week. The remake. There has been a re-release, there has been a reimagining, and now we are on a full-on remake of Star Fox 64 in the form of the new game. And I didn't see the Mario Galaxy movie, but they pretty much just hard went like, hey, so yeah, that was a thing. There was a cameo in the Nintendo thing. And like, if you saw it there, that's probably.
I should probably watch the Star Fox trailer, huh?
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
So it's really funny when Star Fox comes around. It's so interesting because this to me represents the peak of like how important character designs are, even when they're not at all a part of the gameplay. They're just the little portraits that pop up for dialogue, but you're not staring at the models or anything except for like, in between missions and stuff. But it's such a background thing. But it's a plain shooting game, but like the idea of the characters is so strong with the identity of the franchise. I think it looks dope as shit. I love what's going on with it. I like the new designs. They really remind me of the original box art and the Jim Henson looking puppets. I feel like that was always a promise of like what these characters could eventually look like. And then it kind of diverted a bit towards more like the Smash Brothers look. And those original models and characters were kind of weird because of the whole like, hey, their feet are cut off to put on robot feet, which is such a wild piece of lore to have, considering like the bit in the movie is all about checking out these cool boots or whatever. There's a whole part of that. But
so I should mention, by the way, that I'm literally looking at these designs for the first time right this second.
Everyone is screaming that's not real, so I'm gonna take that to be that's not real.
This is the first time I've seen these, and I have seen people. So here's what I got from like perspective before I got here. Right, the first thing I saw was people talking about how shit they looked, right? But I didn't see them. The second thing I saw was a text message from my wife going, "Oh my God, there's a new fucking Star Fox! Holy shit!" Break. New designs look extremely fuckable.
Paige.
So
never
I'm
disappoints.
looking at it. I'm looking at it right now.
Never disappoint.
and I'm like, yeah, I see it because they look like puppets. They look like Muppets.
Which to
like
me,
James McCloud looks like a sexy Muppet.
That's what I'm saying, right? And the promise of that original box art is being realized with this art style. I think they're doing a great job of it. I think the lighting in the trailer is not as flattering as it is in the renders, because you're seeing the lighting of like I guess the ship, and it's more dark, and it's not, it's more of the running around in a not perfectly lit environment. But I think when you see the full renders and everything there, they look especially great. Furthermore, you want to fucking follow that path down to its logical conclusion. Go look at the renders of Star Wolf. Have you seen Star Wolf?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I bet he looks hot. Hold on, let me look it up.
Star Wolf, the whole team is nuts. Pigma looks like a fucking drug addict. Pigma looks like just fucked up Artie Lang almost. Like, it's crazy. And Andrew has that perfect just.
Oh wow, Star Wolf. Okay, come on.
Andrew he
looks great.
Better than you. He is better than you because his uncle is the Emperor. Wolf is the peak of just get your fucking.
I feel like
out.
Non-furries or non-furry adjacent people shouldn't even be in this conversation because it's for them. It's their culture.
And when you look at Falco, I feel like I can see the attitude in the redesign there. The first thing I got to was people coming through when it got announced while we were live and saying that, like, talking about how bad the designs were, how much they hated them. And I looked and I was like, I think this is awesome. I love it. I love what I'm seeing here. and that was before even the renders. Because again,
I'm sorry you're not enough of a degenerate pervert to appreciate this good look.
I think the animal legs on them are a cool stylistic choice. I like the way they look. They could have done the full humanoid leg anthropomorphic thing, but I think it's more interesting. The proportions and the way it looks, it's stylish. It's kind of cool. And again, I'm just happy for something that is reminiscent of those Jim Henson puppets. I kind of always wanted that direction. I would have loved, it's not reasonable, but I would have loved if they even committed to it, like the fucking Punch Out Muppet game, if they went fully in that direction.
Oh yeah, Punch Out look cool as Muppets.
No, there's the Muppet Punch Out game that's happening.
Oh right, that's right. What's it called?
I forget, but like I would have been down for that too. It does feel like
felt that boxing.
Nice, yeah, felt that. It feels a bit like the Nintendo probably looks at Star Fox and has gone like, it's not innovative enough to just bring it back straightforward with gameplay. We have to keep messing with it.
So let's innovate nothing at all.
Yeah, and it's kind of like people are like, can you stop? We love the original game. It was fine. You can keep it simple. It doesn't have to be, on a command board. It doesn't have to be in between adventures.
I am a little weirded out that it's not like it's the same type of game, but it's also the same exact story with the same levels. That's actually strange. Why couldn't it just be a new adventure?
So ultimately, like harkening back to the peak of the series and going back to that. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't go forward in time with this. I hope that this is a step that can then lead to it. I don't know if they need to do like a confidence check first. Like, hey, we're rebooting the franchise and now we're going to go forward. But either way, like it is, I do understand that like we're doing this for the third time, exhaustion. But it's a great fucking game, so it's like,
Is it more than that? Isn't this like the fifth time?
No. So by strictly speaking, it is like there's Star Fox 64, and then there's Star Fox 64 3DS. There's the Zero, which is the reimagining, and then there's this, right? But
so that's 4 minimum.
But if you're counting, because some people are saying 64 is technically like a remake of Star Fox original. So you can technically say that. Yeah. So if you want to stretch it to the maximum for the bit, then you can say that they've remade the same game every single. But I think it's more like there's 3 remakes of Star Fox 64.
Okay. You know what? That's too much. Just put different levels in a different adventure.
Yeah, you could go forward in time. There's no reason not to.
Like it's like we're talking about like literally 18 minutes of story in the entire game. Like you could just make it different a little bit.
I would also say that there's enough like wacky fodder between all the Star Fox command endings, the goofy, insane G0 stuff, and the Slippy Island ending and all that crazy stuff. You can go off of to make a brand new entry with a bunch of cool, wacky future lore bits, or everything from because time went forward in Star Fox Adventures and in Star Fox Armada as well, and not Armada, Assault. God damn it. It was supposed to be called Armada, right? And then Assault came out afterwards. I think that's why it's in my brain is the 2 titles are there. Anyway, there are games that took place after 64, right? But yeah, for whatever it was, they just kind of committed to doing this. I hope that from here you go forward into the future, or maybe that even this game has an extra future campaign that is like, hey, you did the old part, now here's the new part, right?
That'd be cool.
I'm
thinking about this, and like one of the reasons why it's a little disappointing with a straight up remake is that like there's elements of Star Fox 64 that were of the time that we've seen like 4 or 5 times now that I would like to see the new things that are of the time. Like there's an Independence Day level in that fucking game.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, and nobody knows what the fuck that movie is anymore.
But now you're seeing Top Gun ass James McCloud, so you could lean in that direction. I think that the fact that they're redoing it is also pretty much a tacit admission that Zero was a failed attempt, right? Like I think that pretty much is agreed based on the fact that they're moving past it. But either way, looks cool, dope as hell. I'm happy that Star Fox is back and alive, and maybe there'll be some cool new shit they add, or maybe it'll just be, you know,
that would be nice
1-to-1. But I already know that,
like give me a like a what Punch Out had for title defense.
Yeah, that'd be a great way to go with it. And you playing as
also, can you put Punch Out on the Switch, man? That game fucking kicks tons of ass.
save it. That would. And yeah, Star Fox versus Star Wolf in the versus modes, they stuff like that. I also feel like what they know what the fuck they're doing when they're like, by the way, here is your VTuber rig. Here's your fucking map faced to face mapped to Fox.
Desperate to get anybody to use this shit ass feature. Desperate.
You could use it to connect to your friends on the Switch and have a Fox McCloud avatar in their chat, or you can use it for other reasons. We don't know.
You could use it for other reasons.
I don't know what you'd use it for, but you know, it's there. Interesting. There's a VR chat button here. Huh. Why would that be there?
Oh, strange.
And it automatically goes to certain servers. Why would that be there? That's peculiar. What an odd choice, Nintendo.
And it came with a towel.
I got one of these fashionable little tails I can put on.
That's cool.
Wait,
I don't know how to hook it in.
Doesn't hook onto the belt in the way I thought.
I don't. It's got a weird,
Nintendo branded though. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's quality.
Yay for Star Fox. And I guess I should go watch that movie. I kind of want to know though. So what is with the misinformation of the story about their legs getting cut off?
Oh, a ton of art of the era displayed them with robot legs.
Showed the legs. I remember that.
It was not boots. It was like explicitly robot legs.
I do. I remember seeing that, and I remember that's why I thought the story was real. So like, was this just like a?
So here's the thing. Nintendo
was it like a NeoGAF lie that then got spread?
No. They had robot legs. While you were talking, I was sent pictures of them having robot legs with like ball joint fucking like feet.
Okay. I have an article here. Shigeru Miyamoto has heard of the amputation theory and he thinks it's nuts. Have you heard of the amputation theory? This one has been running around for decades and had ties to the legs of Star Fox. Long story short, yeah. The rumor is that Fox McCloud didn't have any feet and they had metal prosthetics, and the same style was seen on the rest of the crew. Believe it or not, the theory made it all the way back to Miyamoto, and when asked about it, the look on his face was a combination.
Yeah, fuck that nonsense. Look at this picture of Fox's legs on the fucking box art.
I remember. I know the art.
Now he's got fucking ankle ball and joint. Like that's not a boot.
I know the art. And there's a design choice to make it look like that, but yeah, apparently they asked Miyamoto about it and he made a weird face that was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, and Miyamoto also says the Rosalina and Peach are sisters. Like, what? Shut up. Get out of here, old man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, in any case, I guess that's I didn't hear that got disproved until everyone just yelled about it. So I guess that is
I mean, it didn't have
lore
to be disproved because like the primary source, which is the game that you have in your hand, just clearly shows that they got robot legs.
But the idea of this is a part of the backstory. Every member of Star Fox has their feet cut off. Was like, I remember hearing that and being like, what? And then like that persisted in brain for a while.
Let me get the back of the box for you.
I might have discovered this through best friend, literally from you guys back in the day. I don't know if it came from y'all back in the day or not.
Yeah, so like it's not lore that they all have their feet cut off. It's literally depicted in high quality CG renders on the fucking box. All of their ankles are fucking tubes that attach with ball joints into big flat fucking metal feet.
And if they're saying that it's just an art style choice, then I guess that's what it is. You know, like, yeah, it's fucking Johnny Bravo rules. It's, you know, their heads look like Muppets and then their feet are fucking